So I wanted to go over all the skills that we have covered with Miss Sky. So this first exercise, what we're looking for is for her to come on over to the mat and to give us a nice relaxed body posture. So she's super excited, but she has got to, excellent, bring down that emotion for me. And so this is gonna help her gain good emotional intelligence through being able to relax herself regardless of whatever's going on, through her body language saying, hey, everything's okay. So any mat or towel is usually what I recommend. Something light is great for you to use. You break out the towel and then she'll come on over and give you a relaxed body posture. It looks like a down with her chin resting down is ideal. She's got her little hips cocked out to the side as well, which is perfect. This is as relaxed as we can be. And then periodically she'll get some treats when she's hanging out and relaxing. It can be more frequent when she's having a hard time. Let's say we get out in public and we do this at a park or someplace where there's a lot of activity going on. We can give her treats more frequently. And I also prefer to treat her from the mat, which helps her to engage more internally. I don't want to be as focused on me, if at all possible. And you can do this for 30 seconds to a few minutes, but do it more frequently, at least every few days, to keep this fresh so that she knows that she can calm herself down. So I've had folks use this for plane rides, for dog-friendly hotels, and anytime that Miss Sky gets too excited or anxious, you can break out the mat, have her get in this nice relaxed body posture, and it's basically a fake it till you make it situation to where she'll be super wound up, but she'll be in a nice relaxed body positioning that'll be sending a signal to her brain saying, hey, everything's okay. We can relax and work through this big emotional state. So next what we're going to do, take some treats, toss them off the mat, and go over our name games. So we've really harped on our name response. We really want her to be very, very focused in as soon as we say her name. So I'm going to take a treat, drag it up towards my face, and say, Sky. So she makes eye contact. I'm going to click her that moment. Then I'm going to do it without dragging the treats up towards my face. Sky. She gives me that good eye contact. I click her the moment as soon as she does what I'm looking for. And that's really the point of the clicker, is to be able to pinpoint the precise second that she's done what you're looking for. Next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a treat, I'm going to toss it down on the ground. Sky. She's got to be able to focus in on me even though she's interested in that treat. And that's an excellent opportunity to work on some recall. So right after a name response, Sky, come. And we can click as soon as she's come. Called. Sky, come. Sky, sit. Sky, down. So I just want to give her an opportunity to think it through, and I want to say too repetitively, but I do want to give her another shot on that. Let's try that again, see if we can get a quicker response from her. Sky, down. Good. Sky, stay. Good girl. So with her stay, what we're doing right now is I want to walk away from her and then return to her. I want her just to stay in that stay the entire time. Space. Once she starts to get more comfortable with it, then you can certainly do that from a distance, and you can tell her free or come, either fine, just let her know that she's finished, and you can just tell her stay, walk away. But for the time being, what I really want from her is I really want her to stay stationary 100% of the time, and I don't want her to move at all. So it looks like this. I'll do another repetition for you. Sky. Down. Good. Stay. Down. Stay. Free. Good girl. Very good girl. Nice work. So we put a lot of emphasis on our anti-jumping. She's actually done a great job. You'll notice when she jumps, she usually jumps around, doesn't jump on me, which is a step in the right direction. She really understands that's not what we're looking for. She used to jump on me all the time. Has really done a great job. It's something that curbs and really starts to fall off. But what I like to do is use it as a preventative measure before she has an opportunity to jump up on me. So it can look something like this. Sky. Space. So I want her to be outside of my bubble about 2 feet and be stationary. Space. So you'll notice I tried some from the front, some from behind. You just want her to be able to make a bubble around you. You'll notice that also if she gets inside of my bubble and space, that she'll back up. She's pretty cute the way she does that. And so you can use it for yourself. You can also use it for someone else and tell them space, and Sky should back up and give them space if she's too close. So we put a lot of emphasis on that. We also put a lot of emphasis on our leave it. So she's super food motivated. We want to be able to go the other way with it and be really interested in treats, but still be able to leave it. So that impulse control is going to be huge for our little cutie. So I'm going to put some treats in front of her face, tell her leave it. Leave it. Good. Then when she pulls back, that's when she's done the right thing. We give her a click, let her know that that is perfect. So because this is so huge for our little cutie here, I noticed a lot of interest in different items, and we want her to be able to leave it, and also she'd be doing some counter surfing, and I told her to leave it. So first off, I want you to work with some different items. Leave it. And I want her to be able to leave it. If it's something like a toy, I still want her to be able to leave it. Leave it. And then also, I want her to be able to leave something, even though it's really, really enticing, that's on the floor or on different surfaces as well, until she's been told that it's okay, if it is okay. Sky, leave it. Free. So she's really interested in those treats, but she cannot touch them until I tell her that it's okay. So we've done the same thing with her food, really biggie. For her food, she can't go after it until we've told her that that's okay. So we can simply get her excited, let her know there's some food in here. Leave it. Free. We'll dump that out. So she's got her slow feeder. That can be tricky to get into. And another thing is just working with some different surfaces is very beneficial for her. So I actually like to, work on some different areas here. Leave it. She backed up. I'm definitely going to give her one for that. And then if she looks at it at all, leave it. I'm going to let her know she needs to leave it. And then she stays focused in on me, then that's great. I'll let her know, even though we got this really great thing, but you're focusing on me. Leave it. Let me get to this vantage point so you can see better. Leave it. Girl. Leave it. Girl. She voluntarily does it. Let's try it over here. Leave it. Good girl. So she's voluntarily doing that on her own accord. She sees it and looks back at me, so that's really good. She's starting to understand this is not okay, something I can go after. So then I'm gonna let her know free, and give her those treats. So we really want to work on as many different surfaces as we can, so she understands she can't go after it, and also work with treats and some different items like stuffed animals, toys, and make sure that she really has a clear understanding that when you tell her leave it, that regardless of whatever it is, whatever surface it's on, she needs to leave it, and that I really want you to harp on that skill. It's definitely going to help with her impulse control. So next we're going to go over her targeting exercise. Sky, touch. So she'll position herself wherever we need her to simply by putting her hand down and telling her to touch. It's great for loose leash walking. It's also just great for an attention getting exercise when you're outside. There's all sorts of different applications, but very, very beneficial that our pup knows that this is where we need an exercise, that this is where I need to be positioned, and I focus in. So we can try that again. Sky, touch. Oh, you found it. You found it. Excellent. So next we're going to get our little cutie here leashed up. We're going to work indoors, and then we're going to take her out front. Sky. So the reason behind working indoors is because we're just going to be able to get a great response from her. She's going to have less distractions going on, so we can get a clear understanding of where we need to be positioned. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to position her right by my side. And then I'm going to give her a click, let her know that she's positioned exactly where she needs to be. Always treat her right by the side of my knee. Again, treat her right here. Let her know that's perfect, it's where she needs to be. Then I'll make a little semicircle. See if she'll follow me over here. Very good. Another little semicircle. Wait for her to follow. Hits that spot, semicircle. Good, hits that spot. I'm going to take a treat, or take a step this way. Then I'm going to take a couple steps this way. From this point now, I just want her to get used to following after me and hitting that spot. So you see she's on the wrong side. She's not going to get a click and a treat for that. Bam, makes her way to the correct spot here, and she gets a click and a treat. Very good. So what we're doing here, we're creating a default behavior. So I don't want to have to tell her to heel or anything. It's you get a click and a treat when you're positioned where you need to be, and you're aware of the fact that you're doing the right thing, and I don't have to give you a command. The command that we do have in our arsenal is touch. So if we want her to, let's say she's out here, she's exactly where she needs to be. I like her closer, touch, and she can come up and hit that spot. So before we head out front, we're going to make a separate video, change the camera angle. But I did want to say there's 2 D's that you can always make things more challenging or easier. So those 2 D's are distance and distraction. So I encourage you to work from further and further away to make things more challenging, as well as work in different environments to make it more challenging. One thing that we can do with like our recall is I can throw this super far down the hallway over here, hide over here, come, and do it from further and further away, and also start working with her here, and we worked in the backyard, and then work with her in the front yard on our recall, so that she gets good regardless of wherever it is that she's situated. And another thing you can do for impulse control is simply a sit and stay before going through doorways. So it can look a little something like this. Sky, stay. Free. She gets to come through. Sky, stay. Free. So she's always coming after you. It's basically a way of your dog saying, please, is this okay? It gives them that brief pause.